Welcome back, folks. My name is LastKnownMeal, and today we're going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077 and CDPR. So yes, we finally have production plans for 2022 where CDPR listed everything which they're going to be working on this year and in 2023. So the first question is, what is happening with the first expansion for Cyberpunk? Well, it has been revealed right now that the first expansion is coming out in 2023. So yes, it is a bit longer because initially, you had like release window of Q4 2022 when they were supposed to actually release it, but at the same time it wasn't a release date set in stone, so of course it can be moved into 2023, which sadly happened. Honestly, I wasn't looking forward to this because obviously, we wish more content, but at the same time it's good because I hope that they just keep working on this, and when it comes out as an expansion, it's not going to be buggy and problematic, and it's not going to have issues which actually no one wants, and I don't want it as well. So if they need more time, if it's 2023, it's not going to be an issue whatsoever for as long as when it comes out, it's good. So as they said on their official Twitter, this is what they wrote. As it was mentioned in CD Projekt Investor Relations financial call moments ago, Cyberpunk 2077's upcoming expansion will arrive in 2023. Please stay tuned for more details coming later this year, so there could be a chance that we actually get an expansion in the Q1 of 2023, but don't hold my word, because again, it can be moved further on. But at the same time, at least we might learn what the expansion is going to be about in a form of a trailer as we get closer to the release itself. Maybe at the end of the year, or maybe they just move everything, all of the reveals, into 2023, which honestly wouldn't be a surprise. Now, when it comes to the other production plans for 2022, this is what they wrote. So obviously, first off, development work on Cyberpunk 2077 expansion, we covered that. Development work on a new Witcher game based on Unreal Engine 5, so that is pretty much ongoing at this moment. Further support for Cyberpunk 2077, which obviously means more patches, more updates, hopefully more content and more features. Right now, we don't know which features are they exactly going to implement, so hopefully they're going to be meaningful features and meaningful changes. I mean, so far patch 1.5 was a success, so hopefully they just continue to build up on it, especially because obviously the expansion is not coming out until 2023, so maybe give New Game Plus. It's not much, but it definitely helps, when you want to just for people who want to play again throughout the story and everything with the same character. Development work on the next-gen version of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which has been returned from Saber Interactive that we talked about before. It was slated for Q2 2022, but obviously it's now delayed to we don't know when. Next up, we have development work at the Molasses Flood on an announced project based on one of our franchises. We also covered this. Obviously, they're working on something new. There are some questions and comments if that's going to be a survival game, if it's going to be a co-op multiplayer, but honestly we cannot know until it's announced. But the Molasses Flood so far has been definitely going into that co-op genre, into co-op niche, so maybe it's going to be the case after all in the end. They're also going to launch a spin-off to Gwent the Witcher card game. Further support for Gwent the Witcher card game and the Witcher Monster Slayer, as well as a conceptual and research work on unannounced projects. I mean, obviously this could be anything. This could be the sequel for Cyberpunk, this could be whatever, but of course they're gonna be working on some concepts for the future, which might happen 5-10 years into the future, so that's pretty normal for any company whatsoever, especially for a company of their size. Now, also, we do have a development team engaged in ongoing projects, which does mean how many people are working on what inside of the company. So, support for Cyberpunk 2077 and next-gen version, as we can see, for example, when the game came out, has been going down, obviously, to now being this big, which is somewhat expected because, you don't need too many devs to, work on the game, but at the same time, it also tells you that you cannot have some crazy features or anything in the works. Obviously, when it comes to Gwent related projects, obviously we can see it's even bigger than the support for Cyberpunk 2077. We have Spocko over here. We have the CP expansion, which is obviously, as we can see from 2020, you did have people working on it, and slowly it's coming there. And this is the good amount of people you need for an expansion overall. And we also have other projects like including the new Witcher IP, which right now we can see this is going full steam ahead. You have a lot of people working on the basically next Witcher game, and obviously the Molasses Flood, which is going to be really small. And that's why I say to people, like, don't expect a huge project from the Molasses Flood. We also got the news that The Witcher has so far sold 65 million copies, including 40 million copies of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which is kinda insane for the game, but yeah. The Witcher, as of 14th of April 2022, sold more than 65 million copies. Damn. And we also have the numbers for Cyberpunk. So Cyberpunk 2077 saw 18 plus million copies sold as of April 14th, 2022. Damn, this is actually nice. I mean, 18 plus millions, that's a good number when you think about it, especially with the problems the game had when it came out and everything else which was happening. 18 million, they brought their money back. Like, you can talk about like the game being whatever, but this means you got your money back, definitely. And that's pretty much it when it comes to big news. Obviously, I'll have a bigger video when it comes to the actual investor relations and the, you know, the crunch numbers that we're gonna be going into tomorrow. But for now, this is everything I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to tell me down below, what do you think about all of this? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Just tell me down below. And also, as I said, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Discord. And also, huge thanks to my current Patreon supporters. This is LKM signing out. Stay classy, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.